How's it going, everybody? I'm the BTCReaper. My goal on this channel is to teach you how to reap the rewards of trading, whether the price is going up or down. Over on total for the daily, we did try to break our resistance, but we have an indecision candle again, so I would watch those lower time frames and exercise caution as our VWAP does want to pull back. Stochastic is rounding, RSI is starting to pull back. Our momentum does want to round, so if that VWAP breaks down, momentum will round and money flow could start to round away, going from green toward the red area. Over on the 1 hour here, we do have lower highs and lower lows, so we do have a bearish continuation as they don't connect very well. Since they do not connect and make a descending channel, there is a high chance we could reject this area, and if we do reject this area and then see lower lows beyond this, I'd say 88, then we could retest that 801 area. Our VWAP is starting to round off, our money flow is starting to do the same, momentum is rounding, stochastic is pushing up, and RSI is gaining strength, but if that VWAP breaks down and then holds in bearish territory like it tried to do back here, it's likely we would continue lower and see a further sell-off here. So over on Bitcoin futures, we don't have much action, it just opened, so we'll hop over to Bitcoin. There is a 100K play, but we'll have to look at lower time frames. There may be a little pain before then. So over on the daily, RSI is starting to weaken, stochastic is pulling back, momentum is rounding, VWAP is pulling back, and money flow is in the green, so we do look positive, but watch lower time frames. If we see a breakdown, it's likely we could pull away. So we do have a potential head and shoulders. I'm going to move this buy order, modify it to get somewhere in that head and shoulder. So if we pull back to about 97K, then we would buy in hopes that we would continue further. Usually you would trade on the breakout of that neckline, and this head and shoulder possibility, inverted head and shoulder, could push us right around 100K. Our stochastic is pushing up, VWAP is gaining strength, money flow does want to break up, momentum is gaining strength, so overall we do look pretty positive, but we need that VWAP to hold bullish in order to push that momentum and money flow higher up. So over on graph for the daily, we did see a very strong push forward. We did try to break that resistance area, but we're struggling. That VWAP still doesn't have higher highs. Momentum is flat and money flow is overall weakening, so I would exercise caution. Over on the 1 hour, we do have lower highs with lower lows, so I would watch in here very close. If we break for a higher high, then we could try to make a bullish trend, try to push up toward around that 29 cents. There's a 41% chance, and that's where our value area high is. However, if we see a lower high and reject here, then there's a higher chance we would push down toward that 20 cent area. Stochastic is pushing up, VWAP is bullish, momentum is pushing up, and that money flow is in the green. But if that VWAP breaks down and holds, then we will see our higher time frames start to weaken, as if we reject here and get a lower high with lower lows, we could create a bearish continuation that could end up pulling us away. And if we're not careful and we don't get support after breaking down, then we could even push lower. I'm not saying we have to, but those are the things you want to watch for when you're doing your trades. So over on Anchor for the daily, we did try to break that 4240. We were unable to break that, and we do have an indecision candle here as well. VWAP is bullish, we have a higher high, so that is positive, pushing momentum and money flow higher. But if lower time frames start to weaken, we could break away. Over on the 1 hour, we do have lower highs with a potential lower low, or lower lows with a potential lower high, sorry. So if we see this become a lower high, there was a 70% chance of that happening, then we could pull back down and hit around, let's say that 37.67. There's a 57% chance we would make a higher low and then try to push up. But if we do not hold there, then there is a chance of pushing down near that 30 cent area. VWAP is bullish, momentum is gaining strength. Stochastic again, RSI are pushing forward, so watch that. If that VWAP can stay bullish here, we could continue further, but with that VWAP stagnating, it does look like we may lose strength. Over on XRP for the daily, we did try to break down. We didn't have our buy order in place on the over here, so we will have a new one. Obviously my orders didn't work, so we did place some orders just before the video. VWAP is pulling back, momentum is rounding, money flow is bullish, so I would watch. This could be a rounding top that tried to form, but we could try to invalidate and push up. So over on the 1 hour, we do have lower highs with lower lows, so we do have have a bearish continuation here. That bearish continuation could end up breaking us away to that 94,807. So that's why we have this buy right around that 122. You could move it a little bit lower if you want. Again, don't get greedy because we could stop out, make a higher low, and then continue forward. Our VWAP is running away. Momentum does want to break up. Money flow is in the green, but if that VWAP continues to round away, momentum could reject and money flow would start to head into the red, and we would weaken those higher time frames. Last but not least, since we have no other requests, for algo for the daily, we have another indecision candle. Momentum wants around. VWAP is indecisive. We have a weaker wave. Overall, VWAP is losing strength, and it does look like bears are gaining control, so I would watch that on lower time frames. Over on the 1 hour, we have lower highs with lower lows, so we have a possible bearish continuation here as well. VWAP does want to round. Momentum is rounding. Money flow is in the green, but again, if that VWAP breaks down, we will see momentum reject away. Money flow will pull back, and higher time frames would weaken. That would give us that pullback to drop lower and potentially retest that 25-cent area. If we cannot make a bounce there, then we could end up pushing down to that 19. So thank you for watching tonight's video. I hope you have a great night. Hit the like, hit the subscribe if you haven't already, and join us in that Discord. That way, if you have any questions, you can